Hazard number 1. A car is parked on the left. This car, parked in the shade, is difficult to see and restricts the view for any vehicles emerging from or approaching the junction. Hazard number 2. There's a car emerging from the right. This car has pulled out beyond the give-way road markings. Having consideration for the poor visibility for traffic emerging from this junction, it's important to ensure that the driver has seen you. Hazard number 3. People are unloading from the parked car on the left. With the movement of pedestrians around the car and the closing gap caused by oncoming traffic, make sure it's safe before moving out to overtake. Hazard number 4. Cars are parked on a bend. The cars parked on this bend mean that you'll have to pull out towards the middle of the road. Be aware of the dangers of pedestrians crossing between vehicles and doors opening. Ensure oncoming traffic is keeping well over to the left before pulling out. Hazard number 5. Approaching a crossroads. It's important to ensure that vehicles emerging from the left or the right are not going to turn in your path. Hazard number 6. The approaching car. The approaching car has had to pull out over the hatched markings to avoid the opening door of the parked vehicle on the right. Give the maximum clearance by altering your course to keep well over to the left. Hazard number 7. A car is emerging from the left. This car has been completely masked by parked vehicles, causing acute difficulties for the driver. Consider using the horn to warn the driver of your approach. Make sure it's safe to continue. Hazard number 8. A pedestrian is running across the road. This pedestrian running across the road highlights the importance of maintaining total concentration along with a safe speed and full appreciation of stopping distances. Hazard number 9. The pedestrian crossing. It's important to look well ahead for any pedestrians who may be about to cross. A safe approach to the crossing will depend on your forward and rear observations. Remember, give way to pedestrians on the crossing. Hazard number 10. A car is emerging from the left. This car emerges beyond the mouth of the junction. Ensure that the driver intends to give way in order for you to proceed safely. Hazard number 11. A car emerging from the left. Pedestrians are partially obscuring this junction, causing visibility problems for any approaching or emerging vehicles. Try to make sure that the other driver is aware of your presence. Hazard number 12. 3 hazards in one. The vehicle on the right has clear intentions of pulling out, overshadowing the potential hazard of the car parked on yellow lines. Both of these may well draw your attention away from the school warning sign. Hazard number 13. There's a car turning right. The car which has just pulled out into the high street has to brake suddenly to allow the oncoming vehicle to complete its right turn. Note, the red car is also indicating the intention to turn right. Hazard number 14, the pedestrian crossing. Having waited for pedestrians to cross and then noting that the oncoming car has moved off, before proceeding, watch out for that last-minute pedestrian suddenly emerging onto the crossing. Hazard number 15. A cyclist has appeared on the right. Note the cyclist who suddenly appeared on the inside of the oncoming car. It's important to remember the value of good all-round observations at all times. Hazard number 16, the roadworks. Warning and direction signs are given for the hazard ahead. Ensure that you can negotiate the obstruction without inconveniencing others and with due regard for the safety of any workmen. Hazard number 17. There's a junction on the left. There's little prior warning of this blind junction on the left. Make allowances for the difficulties experienced by drivers of vehicles who may emerge at this point and the relevance of your speed of approach. Hazard number 18. The road sign. This sign, with warning wigwag lights, gives advance notice of a school nearby. Consider the time of the day and the day of the week when children are likely to be around. Hazard number 19. A caravan is parked. The vehicles are double parked across the mouth of the junction. Anticipate that the towing vehicle may have broken down and the possibility that people may suddenly walk into the road or vehicles may move off. In this instance, hazard warning lights would have clarified the situation. Hazard number 20. A car emerges from the right. This car has emerged from the junction on the right and taken up a position diagonally across the carriageway while signalling right. The unusual position of the vehicle gives cause for concern and could be considered a threatening maneuver.